Good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of NWCR's Removing a Liberal Blindfold for this, the 26th day of April in the year of our Lord 2021. Today's update comes from Breitbart News, and it is something that we really need to listen to, folks, because the leftists are shutting down our thought processes and making us run on emotion. The leftists in our nation constantly tell us that we on the right are wrong and killing people. Never in their rhetoric is the fact that they themselves are causing it. Headline for today: Lori Lightfoot, Chicago. 24 shot, 3 dead over weekend. Ooh. 24 people were shot and 3 fatally. From ABC 7, Chicago Sun-Times reported that the first fatality occurred Friday night around 10:30 p.m., at which time the police found a 27-year-old lying on the sidewalk with multiple gunshot wounds. He was found, quote, in the 900 block of West 61st Street, and unquote, and pronounced dead at the scene. The second fatality occurred at 12:30 a.m. on Sunday morning in Humboldt Park. 36-year-old Dante Manuel was sitting in a vehicle when someone walked up and opened fire, fatally wounding him. On April 23, 2021, Breitbart News noted that over 900 people had already been shot in Chicago by that point in the year. And that's sad. The Chicago Tribune explained that 907 people were shot January 1st, 2021 through April 19th of 2021. That figure represented fatal and non-fatal shooting victims combined and was an increase of 214 shooting victims over the same time in the year 2020. And now to remove that liberal blindfold, folks. It seems that we have in this nation a bunch of cities that have high crime rates and high gun violence, while being the cities with the most stringent and strict gun control rules in place. That in itself should show everyone, including the Democrats, who are always the first to jump on the gun control bandwagon agenda when a shooting happens anywhere in the nation. Anywhere except Chicago, that is. There, the shootings happen all the time, and the news seldom gets out with a gun control narrative. But we have even liberal city mayors and liberal state governors now who are seeing their popularity numbers plummeting, like in Portland, Oregon, where that mayor is now calling for the people to help, quote, unmask the rioters, unquote, and help, quote, take back the city, unquote. Oh yes, that is needed after that very mayor allowed all kinds of mayhem over the last year and some months in his city. But when his numbers start going down, he wants to do something about it now. But it is not up to the police to do it. Oh no, he defunded them. It is now up to the people. Really? That just shows his mentality is going down too. And here in New Mexico, our tyrant-in-chief, MLG, has finally decided that her popularity numbers are plummeting, so something must be done. This last Friday, she opened up all the churches to 100% occupancy, finally, after a year and some odd months. Her mentality was already low, but it seems to be plummeting with her numbers. While others are watching their numbers dropping like anchors in water, but they are not bright enough to realize the people are really the ones in charge. MLG is one of them. She told us to open up all churches 100% occupancy, but then turned around and said that we must, quote, social distance anyway, unquote. From Proverbs 2:1-5, my son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, indeed, if you call out for understanding and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes wisdom and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a child to those whose walk is blameless, for he guards the course of the just and protects the way to his faithful ones. And that is when we all learn right from wrong and go with those teachings of our fathers and mothers. And Jesus' impartial judgments will be a thing of the past, for God will teach us to use our minds before we open our mouths. Right now, America is being pushed into a non-thinking mode, and we are allowing our minds to be shut down and to run on emotions instead. I told you of what Vincent said on his show Saturday, and he was right on the money. He said that people are starting to shut down their thought processes and they're being made to run on emotion. It is time to take America back, folks. Back from the liberals in our government who want nothing but control over us, and back from the Republicans who will speak a good talk, but not have the backbone to stand up and fight back with the people when the wrong things are uttered by our so-called leaders. Never is there anyone there on scene when a so-called leader like Maxine Waters tells us to take to the streets and confront them, while a trial is going on for a man's life who was not a criminal, but the victim was. We have got to stop, listen, and hear that still small voice that will always tell us the right way to go. Right now, we have shut that voice down completely, and we have done the same for our thought processes too. Thank you again for listening to us here at NWCR, where we strive hard to find the truth hidden by the LSM, and we always say we will not be ruled. We are heard through Conservative Nation Media, or CNM, from behind the silver microphone of freedom with that voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world, and we will always say that it's where America always wins. Please subscribe to my Rumble account under the name of NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold, and my BitChute account with the same name. They are there to get the truth out that the left wants left out of our lives. YouTube will be tried today, but not promising anything. I have been telling you that the left keeps giving us a badge of honor that we keep giving back to very undeserving people. That's got to stop. Have a great day. See you all tomorrow, and God bless you all.